Good morning, folks. Hopefully, we've got things looking pretty good because we are on the couch. Yay. Let me remove this so we can read chat. There we go. How y'all doing? Does the audio, yeah, I bet the audio, so it's the same setup, it's just, you know, this room is less boxy, so it's gonna sound a little bit better.
Dog is right here.
Dog's right off screen.
There's dog nose.
Sweet, sweet puppers. The sweetest, sweetest puppers.
Are you the sweetest puppers?
I mean, I would vouch for Leica
Yeah.
in being the sweetest dog.
She's been so happy. She's been like bounding like a bunny around the house.
Yeah. Who's a sweet girl?
We did not get a dog. We're dog sitting.
Yeah, Mao has been staying at Alex and Haley's place, so she has been watching Leica, who is the sweetest dog. We've received confirmation. Anyway, morning everybody. I'm here.
You're here?
Yeah, I'm here physically, and I'm here 80% mentally, which is pretty good. I feel like there's definitely been mornings I've been here like 20% mentally.
Good.
So to have the inverse of that is a little better.
That is better. Good
It's
job.
a little bit better. I'm probably gonna be taking myself a little nap later. Mm-hmm. But for right now, I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. Good morning, I'm here. Have you given the dog every treat in the house at once? No. I did not. Oh, people can still redeem water.
Oops.
Don't. I'm being told people can redeem water. Don't do it. It's not on screen. Alternatively, redeem water if you just
Chaos.
if you just enjoy. I guess it does affect the thing on screen.
Oh,
I don't know that I can do that live.
where did it go? We lost it.
Did you lose it?
It bounced.
Oh, good.
It's okay. We get another one.
It's probably like under your butt.
We'll find it. Get it.
I don't know if I can. I might be able to do this live. Mao will interact with chat,
Water is in our hearts.
and I'll see
We
if
need all the
it's actually
hydration.
possible for me to do this live. If I can do this live, that would be what. Oh, I cannot do this live.
So Haley makes these homemade dog treats, and they're like ultra tiny,
Never
and they're
mind.
really good. So she can have like a handful of them at a time instead of just like one or two.
I'm not even logged into Twitch.
Don't worry about it. It's
So
fine.
this is not a live activity.
This morning, I threw like a handful of like 10 towards her, like I am right now, except this is one at a time, and she caught all of them except one and ate them all.
She's very excited. Let me rapid fire through some of these resubs because we got some resubs here. We got 32 months from Grandson Brambo, 22 from The Leaf, 473, 13 from Anator, 40 from Platinum Pikachu, 39 from Noah Balboa, 31 from Evar, 25 from Never Challenge a Chat, 47 from Penguin Frog, and 30 from Deranged Anime. Thank you all.
So, Haley said there's
Appreciate it.
zucchini and peanut butter. Ah. She really likes them. Like a...
That one went on the ground.
She'll find it later.
Be careful not to like.
Eat them?
That's not what I was gonna say. Don't let them bounce in the general direction of the tripod is my
Hey, you want these? Go ahead.
extreme concern.
Good girl. You got them all.
Anyway, hi. So on Tuesday we did stream in kitchen.
Yep.
Today's stream is in here. In the 2 days since
Stream.
that happened, yeah. what occurred? What did you do? Or did you do anything?
I've been reading a book.
You've been really like taking it easy.
I finished Mother 3, but that was before Tuesday.
Okay.
Micah and I have been out a few times for a walk. And it's really funny because when I take her out to go, she will get like a few houses down and she stops and she looks at me like, crazy person, let's go back inside. It's 40 degrees outside. She's really expressive.
She has a lot of personality.
And she's so smart. Like, she knows, like, which house.
They'll make your kids active. Tiny Eddie's hot dog stuffed very dreary egg milkshake.
I love very dreary.
Very. That was bits from Tricky Anthony. It says, may I ask for more good vibes? After last week, I hoped for good things, but my work week was awful and I learned I have arthritis in my ankle and some torn cartilage. Jeez.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Maybe an Eddie snack will help. First off, good vibes. Second off, I don't know that this will help. But maybe just seeing the word very in quotes will help you. Hot dog stuffed very dreary egg milkshake. So it's an egg milkshake, and the fact that it's stuffed with hot dogs makes it dreary.
Very dreary.
Yeah. No, that is pretty dreary. Also, I'm just imagining that like entire uncooked hot dogs just shoved in a.
I'm dreary now.
Good vibes. I sincerely hope that there's some light at the end of this tunnel, because I know that that's a lot. We also had 3 months from Lord Clump of Congo Bongo and 19 months from Breathe Wildly. Thank you all. So,
like a good dog.
I was going to say I've been working on vlogs. I thought that what would happen is I would stay up late one night.
Yeah.
And what I have done instead is stay up late every night. That being said, it's like decreasing, because the one night that I did it where I reported on it, I was like, oh, like I did like a big bad. And then what I've done is I continue to do that, but it's getting better. So that's good. Squid says, but why? Okay. Haley, first off, you're not here right now.
Like it.
You're not here right now. The why is simple. The why is just that I have continued to get stuff done, and like I am decreasing it every day, so it's okay. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's such a rush to have not done this in such a long time, and then to be able to like.
I've been on a great schedule.
I'm happy for you, and I will have it fixed by the time you come home. But like, it's just nice, man. It's nice to be up late and. You're burning that oil. It's like, 4:30 a.m. and you're just like, and then you're like, it's 4:30 a.m.
And see, I'm like, I should go to bed at 11 because Leica has to get up at 7.
So you're willing to dog sit.
I've been having a great time. Leica and I have had a great time, haven't we?
I mean, it's been good for me too, Like it's nice to have that time where I get an opportunity to do this sort of thing. And again, and I said it in the vlog the other day, like I wouldn't want to do this forever. Like long term, it's just like a recipe for depression. However, knowing that I'm not going to do it forever and I just get to like enjoy the feeling of working real late, like it's kind of nice. It's hard to explain. I think some people get it though. If you're someone that like you work really well at night and you maybe had bad hours for a time, getting a chance at a different time in your life to go back to that just briefly is actually kind of nice. Yeah, he says, remember when you thought you could do it forever? Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that you can't do that forever. I mean, you can, but you're just gonna be like, that's bad. It's not a good. It's not a good if that happens. We got 37 months from Crasberry, 27 months from Yoshinobu, 5 months from Ice Storm 144, 17 months from Zeospace, 300 bits from Tricanthid. It says, on a funnier note, I had a dream last night where I was trying to convince somebody to play the new Fire Emblem game. Apparently, part of me doing this involved me labeling Donkey Kong as Marth. It's a good art prompt. I really like that art prompt. Like Donkey Kong, blue hair, sword, cape. Maybe still has the tie, but the tie's blue. It's a good art prompt. I wouldn't mind that. Take care of yourself or I'll kill you.
They're nutritious and delicious. Tiny Eddie's old-timey creative sausages.
Oh
No.
no. Oh no.
Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry.
I love creative before sausages, put in quotes. It's from the Leaf. It says, hopefully on the final day of dealing with a constantly tripping breaker during this Texas cold, Tiny Eddie, what warm snack do you have? Oh, this will keep you so nice and warm. Old-timey creative sausages. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, if they're creative, that makes me think of like art supplies.
Oh, it doesn't make me think of that. We're getting real creative with what this sausage can be. Oh no. But apparently it's nutritious and very good, so, you know, maybe it's worth trying. Anyway, 10 months from Coconut Cam 4 and 200 bits from Hemi. Yes, thank you. Hemi-powered Hero Chow. It's like a little riddle every time I say it. It's like a little riddle. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, so fun thing that we did yesterday.
You returned your heart monitor.
Oh, I did do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Today, the amount of wires that are touching my chest is just one. Just the lavalier.
Just the lav.
I did return the heart monitor yesterday. I didn't tell you. When I pulled up, I got an email.
Yeah.
And they were like,
please return the heart monitor.
No, they got an email that's like, you have new information in your thing. Your portal.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I don't have time to like do that right now. But it does make me wonder, like,
you never pulled it?
What?
Oh, when you pulled in here.
Yes.
I thought you meant yesterday when you went to return it.
Like minutes ago. Thomas says, check it now. No. No, I think I won't. My Hero Academia. I'm just going to skip that. Here, listen to Pokemon Snap. Also, I don't know if people know, I'm going to teach you a few interesting things. So first things first, when this thing disappears here, because I know people are trying to figure out that a little bit on Tuesday. If, for the thing that I'm using, and I could probably set up a better one at some point, or get Chaz to fix the one I have, if the title has a special character in it,
yeah,
which all the Pokemon tracks do, because they have the special E.
Yeah.
They have the accent mark over the E. If it has that, it won't show up on the thing. So like, I need to figure out how to fix that. I'll show you, but I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know what it says yet. It might just be like, you're fine, in which case, great. Yeah, so that special character is what causes that to do that. And then the other thing is why all the lyric stuff gets added back is because we're on a new setup.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have the setup that's like our typical setup where the music is shared amongst any stream that takes place in the loft.
With Cappy.
And over time, that gets corrected, like, oh, that shouldn't be in here, that shouldn't, whatever. And then you move to a new machine and it's like you start completely over. And that's fine. Oh, the other thing I learned is that actually this is pulling from an old list.
Oh.
Yeah, because it didn't come from the loft, it came from the other laptop.
Oh,
and the other laptop is dated. It's fine. It's fine. Vagabond says, "Why don't you delete the songs that have lyrics?" So the reason that I don't the reason that I don't do that is that all of my music, I just have like a library of just music I have the licensing to, right? Music that I'm allowed to use. And that is the same library, whether that's YouTube or Twitch. It's just stuff that I'm allowed to use from friends or whatever. And some of it has lyrics, and I don't have separate stuff. So, you know, like on my iMac when I'm doing editing, like it's probably not often I would want to use a My Hero Academia track with lyrics, but I could.
Yeah.
So I hold on to it. And then the problem is that gets moved over to a streaming computer and all the lyric stuff's in there. So maybe at some point in my life I'll have things separated better, but that hasn't happened yet.
This is definitely now for dogs.
So until then, we'll just have moments where chat gets to yell lyrics, and then I get to skip the track. And you're welcome. You're welcome for that.
This is definitely now for dogs.
Is that for me?
This one's for you.
Oh, well, yours looks good.
Yours looks good too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah, there's chocolate in this. It's not for dogs.
This is not for dogs. Anyway, yeah, I did get my heart monitor off yesterday. Off? I mean,
You turned it in.
I turned it in. Oh, did I tell y'all that, no, I wouldn't have told you because it had, so the heart monitor turns itself off. That didn't happen. They couldn't have told them that on Tuesday because it was still
On? Yeah.
It was still on.
Like at midnight, it was.
At midnight, it just stops working. Like, because it was set in my file for like January 31st. So like at midnight, I was working at the computer and it was like 12:10 or something. And I was like, oh, I am having a symptom. And there's a button for that where you log it. And that's what I've been hitting for the past 2 weeks. And I went to hit it and it didn't beep. And I was like, why not beep? And I looked down at it and it was giving like new information. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, aha, please insert additional cord. It was interesting because like there was a period of about maybe 3 days shortly before I returned it, where I actually didn't really have any symptoms. So I hit the button maybe like once in those 3 days. So then it stands to reason that like as soon as the thing was done, I keep reaching for it because I'm like, oh, button. And like it's, yeah, no, I've thought about that, Vagabond. If your sleep schedule being off affects your heart monitor, it'll be real funny. I mean, like the thing I've thought about is if some of the hearts, like who knows what the heart stuff I'm feeling is related to. It could just be random. If it is in any way related to sleep or anything, because it's hard to know, then that would make sense. Like maybe, oh, I've had a little bit more in the past like 2 days since I've gotten rid of it. Anyway, no, so I was talking about the heart monitor. The thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that we went on a date.
We did go on a date.
We went on a date. I don't know if y'all know this, but we like each other. Oh, I was waiting. I was like, oh God, if she doesn't confirm it, that would be bad. We realized recently that, gross. Thomas and Haley at the same time. Gross. We realized recently that we went through 2022 in a haze of moving. Like we kind of lived in fast forward of just going, like holding on for dear life and screaming on an amusement park ride. And now that the dust has settled, it occurred to us that like we spend a lot of time together, obviously, because we live together. We both work from home. A lot of times we go out and do all of our shopping and stuff together. So we spend a lot of time together. We even enjoy meals together. I thought you were... Now, who on earth would ever think... Oh, Chaz. Yo, brothers. I've lost all train of thought. What was I talking about?
We're going on a date.
Yeah, but what was that?
We moved in 2020.
Chaz, I had one brain cell and it's gone. Yeah, so we spent all last year, like, doing all this stuff, and we never did anything, like, deliberately... Haley is on a week-long date. We never did anything deliberately, for us. It doesn't count. I mean, it counts a little. I shouldn't say it doesn't count, but like it's not the exact same when you're out and you're running lots of errands in a day and you're like, oh, we're gonna have to grab some lunch. Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
It's not quite the same. Like it's still good. It is active relationship juice. There's passive relationship juice and there's active relationship juice. And I think for every different person on earth, how you like how you feel about it is differently. But for me and Mao, I would say that we definitely feel like it's active. Anyway, but it's not the same as like, hey, we're going to go somewhere for a nice dinner. Why does it matter if it's the word? I use the word juice a lot. I don't know. It's pick a different word. Pick any other word. It doesn't matter. Juice is what I've used.
Haley says, "Can you call it a date if I leave Alex in the dust on the top of a mountain?"
I love that. Yeah, that's fluid. That's better. There's. There's active relationship fluid.
Hey, Leica, you want to go for a walk?
Take me with you.
No, I'm leaving you for your own
That was
mess.
Chaz's thing.
We'll go for a
Very rare that
go
Chaz
out.
interjects that level of, oh my God, look at this thing.
It is very hollow. It's almost breakfast time. Oh, is that sharp on your teeth? Sweet, stop hitting me.
You know what? You know what?
No more sweets?
No more sweets, just forever. Oh my God. I don't have a drink.
No.
You didn't bring me a drink.
I didn't know you didn't have one.
I don't have a drink.
Do you want some of my coffee with sugar in it?
No, I don't want that. You crazy person. We're listening to Silent Night as I scream.
Oh,
It's a good
Leica.
breakfast. Oh my God.
Do you need me to go get
Oh
you
my
a drink?
God. Oh my God.
Do you want... I have some water right here.
Oh my God.
Just a little bit, though.
Give it to me.
Hi, Leica.
The realtor says, maybe go to the dentist. You might have a cavity. I never do.
It's roots. It's gum recession. Get in the dog bowl. I just washed it this morning. It's fresh. Like I might have drank out of it though.
Oh my God. Holy Jesus. Ah, oh, that was bad. Whew. The minute that I'm careless, like if it's some folks with sensitivity may agree with this statement. If I think that I have the sensitivity whenever I'm like eating a sweet thing, like if I'm thinking about like, all right, be careful, I'm usually fine. The minute that I'm like focused on something else, like I'm like reading chat or something, I'm just like, haha, food, do. That's when it hits me. I gotta like really be like, all right, okay, good. I'm not alone. Like it's that's how it works, because there's there's specific spots, I guess, and you have to just really think where it's going to go. Squid says, have you tried using Sensodyne or another sensitive toothpaste before? I have used exclusively Sensodyne for a decade. I can only imagine what it would be like if I did not use that. It would probably be bad times.
And it's the fancy Sensodyne too.
Yeah. We have to get it from like India or
I think
something.
the last time was Canada.
India,
Are these
Canada.
corn kernels? No, Thomas, these are pumpkin and zucchini treats Haley made for Leica. Unpopped popcorn kernels. They're like little half circles. I'll leave it. You're a good girl, you know.
Yeah, like Satsy says, my teeth are fine. It's my gums. That's a lot harder to fix.
Thomas says, eat one. Thomas, I'm allergic. Sit. Oh, zucchini and peanut butter, sorry. Can Leica do tricks? Sit. That's lay down, but you know.
It's harder to sit when you're on a couch.
Yeah. What else? She knows to leave it. And she knows the word place, but that's in the kitchen. Steven, eat one. You want to eat one?
Yes. But like I presume that, I mean, Haley made those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit.
That's real food. So, maybe brush your teeth more. It's not my teeth.
Now, I know one of the things with the Novomin, Steven.
I can't.
She knows
I know that people associate like tooth pain with like, you gotta brush your teeth more, but that's not the problem.
Sit.
That's the opposite of the problem. In fact, if I brushed my teeth more, I would have more of a problem.
More gum recession?
I would have more gum recession. So that would actually make things worse. I know that it seems counterintuitive, but like
Sit.
this is my hell to bear, unfortunately.
Sit.
And like I'm good now. The minute that I had my pain, I was like, focus on the fact that this can hurt you. And now I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Leica. Good girl.
Wasn't it that you brushed too hard? Yes. I was a forceful brusher.
Now you have a toothbrush that yells at you.
I do.
Sit. Good girl.
I do. I brushed my teeth for many years too forcefully, and that was bad. So learn from my mistakes. If you can, use an electric toothbrush of any kind. I mean, I know they come at wildly different price levels, but just any electric toothbrush. But the one I have now, yeah, if I press too hard, which I don't do anymore, if I press too hard, it'll actually be like, honey, no. And I'll go, oh.
It makes a terrible noise. Sit. Good girl.
Anyway, it's fine.
Haley said the other thing in here is egg and coconut flour. So it tastes like an unsweetened cookie.
It's not that I wouldn't eat it.
You're just eating that.
Do you want me to, is this like a fun thing?
Leica, leave it.
How upset is Leica going to be that I'm eating her treats? This one's for me.
Steven needs to do a trick. Sit. Good girl.
It tastes like an unsweetened cookie. Yeah.
Thomas wanted you to eat it.
I did it for Thomas. I did it for Thomas's birthday. Thomas recently had a birthday.
Yeah.
Thomas aged.
Sit. Good girl. He says thank you.
You're welcome. That was your birthday gift.
Here, Thomas, your birthday gift.
Okay.
Good girl, that's it.
I was careful after I was careless, and now everything is good. There's also this here. Now I'm set. Doing good.
I just didn't want to
Let me
make
swallow
sure.
this.
I wanted to make sure Leica didn't think that pastry was for her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bless you.
Thomas says the best gift you can give me is to come to Spooky Stream tonight.
I already told you this was your birthday gift. I'll come to stream for your birthday next year. Wait 11 months from RoboLane. 300 Bits from Gold Mage who says, my father was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer yesterday. Thankfully, in this case, rare equals less malignant / easier to deal with, but we'll see just how much so later today. Anyway, I just want to re-thank everyone at Stephen Corp for what you do. More frog facts in future streams. I don't have any today.
Good vibes. I'm hoping that it comes out for the best for you.
Good vibes. And yeah, I mean that at least you're going into this like knowing that, like rare form, rare equals, you know, less malignant / easier to deal with. So like that's good, but also, you know, ain't nobody on earth like the C word. So I certainly wish you good vibes. Certainly. And I hope that you know, your dad has some good news in the very, very near future. We got 19 months from Rojaniel. Full Metal Grizz gives a sub to Hemi Powered Hero Chow. 35 months from Juliet 27. And 300 from Robolane says, you guys should really make a shirt that just says, it's fine. I would buy it. That'd be a fun shirt. I actually feel bad a little bit because things were so busy last year that we could not do artist series.
Yeah.
Because we did artist series in 2021 and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. We got to create some really incredible products that everyone seemed to really enjoy, and the artists did a great job. So that's something I do want to bring back, and 2022 was not the year for it.
No.
And 2023 might be, but it'll probably be like second half.
Come here.
It'll be my guess. So yeah, artist series 2021. Yeah, time is passing by so quickly.
Very quickly.
You looking for food?
We are.
Okay. Stay over there.
She's so majestic. Look at this. And
Oh,
she has
dog.
this like scruff right here. Oh.
She is a sweet pup. She is a sweet pup.
Are you good dog? You're good dog.
You are a good dog. Next thing you know, it'll be 2020. I mean, that's how time works. It does. It definitely goes by way too quickly. But it's, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, we're traveling through space at an alarming rate.
Leica.
Doing the
Can
best
you
that we
sit?
can.
Can you sit?
Good
There
dog.
we go.
Good dog.
Girl.
Free Leon Kennedy figurine in every box.
Ooh.
Tiny Eddie's secret of cloud balls.
Maybe this is for Thomas. Thousand Bits from Throwdown says, I am taking my wife to a haunted house for Valentine's Day. They are calling the event Love Bites. So what Tiny Eddie product should I bring? Secretive cloud balls. I think those are just cotton swabs. I think
Cotton
that's-
balls?
Cotton, yeah, cotton balls. That's what. Just put like do a pocket full of those, like Dale Gribble. Instead of pocket sand, is pocket cloud. If things get too scary, you can just throw those at people. Also, I love the free Leon Kennedy figurine.
I do too.
Just because I like Leon Kennedy, but then also that's what Thomas is playing tonight. He's playing Resident Evil 2.
What?
The universe is in your favor.
What? Last night, I was in bed, half asleep,
Yeah.
and like out of nowhere had this like tiny little bark.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was on edge. And I don't quite know what she heard, but it freaked me out.
Oh. Yeah, the cat can't bark.
No, the cat does not bark.
Yeah. I mean, the cat can do things that are suddenly and briefly alarming.
Yes.
But it's not the same as a barking. Oh, she hears ghosts. Oh, okay.
Is that what you heard? And this morning she did it again because it woke me up and I thought you were here already. But that was not it.
The other thing I wanted to mention about last night is that we went and we had
Date night.
We had a meal, and then we came back here and we watched a movie, and that was fun.
Yeah.
And I wanted to recommend it because I enjoyed it so much. I really thought it was worth watching. It was a movie that Mal has wanted to see for a long time.
I think I looked it up last night. I think the musical came out in 2013.
Oh, okay, so it's a decade old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the movie adaptation of the Matilda musical, which the musical was written by Tim Minchin.
He did the music at least for the
He
musical.
he did the music.
There were some songs cut, I was reading.
Yeah.
But there was a new song added in for the movie.
Okay. Yeah. Mal's wanted to watch it.
Well, I loved the movie
like
with...
before the movie ever even came out.
The 96 movie. With, what's her name? Blanking. Danny DeVito's in it. But Mara Wilson, is that... Yeah, she's in it.
I think I've probably seen that version of Matilda, but like it real old, and I don't know if I've seen it, and if I have, like, it's so long ago I don't remember it anyway. I really enjoyed it. It's interesting because, like, and y'all know from watching Breakfast Stream, there's so often that I get stories mixed up where, like, I'll take two different movies and then they're the same movie in my head, and then I have plot points completely confused. And we're watching Matilda last night, and in my brain I was like, Matilda, like, got like a psychic power or something, you know? She got like some sort of thing. And we're watching the film, and like that's just not happening. And then I had a brief, like, you know, mental collapse of like, oh my God, I've done it again. I've somehow combined two movies. And then I was just kind of holding on to that internally on myself. And then I mentioned it to Mao. I was like, you know, I thought this movie was the one where like she ends up having like powers or something. And Mao was like, she does. And I was like, oh. She's like, it's just like later. And I'm like, oh.
Anyway, it was good. There were things I really liked about the musical that they did, but there's things about the old one I like also.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't remember the book. I read the book a very long time ago.
Oh yeah, Fruits Basket and Lucky Star. Yeah, I don't even remember what I thought they were collectively combined, but... Oh, I remember what it was. We were watching Fruits Basket. We were watching the first episode, and I was like, why didn't they turn chibi?
Oh, yeah.
And then Chaz was like, that's a different show. And I was like...
And a little bit of Pop Team Epic, yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 shows in one. Watching Fruits Basket and be like,
what?
But, so when do these girls meet up with Vasha Stampede?
Anyway,
which episode is Vegeta in?
The musical, the person who plays Trunchbull was amazing.
oh yeah, no, she did a really great job.
Yeah.
The movie, it was well done. You know, it was made for Netflix.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure that sometimes that can drastically affect the quality. Lord knows I've seen those Hallmark Christmas movies that are quality.
Haley says, I'm
But
going
it
to
was
go
pretty
shred
good.
the slopes. Please pat dog for us. Leica. Hi. Are you laying down? Oh, yes, there's your belly. Haley misses you.
Enjoy the slopes, Haley. Have fun. Yesterday was Alex and Haley's rest day.
Oh, am I
So-
not giving enough attention?
Hopefully they do. They'll be feeling good today.
Yeah.
Because they were skiing on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is a rest day, and then they're skiing Thursday and Friday. So I talked to Haley yesterday, and she had said that the boots that she had gotten were not quite right.
Yeah.
So she had sustained a little injury and was using Wednesday to really rest. So, oh, nice. Today's the day that we get Alex to upgrade to the intermediate hills. He's growing up so fast.
Send us photos later.
Yeah, continue to send us photos. You owe us photos, really, because we're sending you photos of the dog. So you have to send us photos of the snow. So,
Haley says, might leave him though, so I can do black diamonds.
Daddy is growing up. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy your snow. It looks cold. It's always so cold.
It's cold here.
You have a photo? If you have a photo, post it in Discord and mods will put it on screen. It might be one I've seen, I'm not sure. Let me read a few more things. Got the little froggy. I was gonna have coffee, but I sat down, and now it's too late for that. It's too late for that. We got 4 months from Peeperoo. 16 months from Kit Khalid. 36 months from Rumblefish. Congrats on the 3. Thank you. And 510 bits from Anise, who says, group bumper for Kahlo. TRG does the Matilda dance.
It's the one from the hallway where the girl with the beret is coming down, and it's
Yeah.
that one.
There was some really impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was actually really neat. And it was a musical. Mal was so concerned I wouldn't like it. She was like, you won't like it, it's a musical. And I was like, I think I would like it. You know, because the thing that, you know what I don't like? The stage musicals.
Ah.
If it's a movie, that's different. It's completely different. All right, let's take a look at this. I almost called it art. I mean, it's art.
Oh, yeah, that photo.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, there's Haley and Alex on the slopes.
It's beautiful. The
Picturesque.
distance you can see, I love it.
Like a new version of Daft Punk. So. Oh, it's not cold. Alex learned to ski in -12 and it's been 20 plus degrees.
That has to be a lot nicer for him.
It's true. I know that people will have opinions about my opinions of the stage musicals. I don't have any problems with going to see a musical.
Yeah.
It's not something I would probably...
You don't like watching stage musicals that are filmed.
Not particularly.
Yeah. You want the camera work.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is that it's because it's my interest. I've spent a breakfast stream talking about this, so I'm not going to dive into it again. But everyone's allowed to like what they like. I'm a movie boy, so I want it to be a movie. let it be a movie.
A is checked.
Oh, let me uncheck A. We got 37 months from Jared Dillon and 14 months from Lane Land. Thank you both. Anyway, Matilda's great. Matilda's great. It's on Netflix and only on Netflix. One of the things that's so frustrating is I haven't sat down to actually watch a movie in a while. I have been shown a movie. Like in December, we watched
Muppet. 2. Yeah, and we did that, yeah.
We watched Muppet, which I liked, and then we also watched, it's not on the vlog, but there was a night that we watched 2 of the Hallmark Christmas movies. I didn't end up talking about it, and then also it's also not logged, so it's like it didn't happen, but here's your your evidence. There was a day we were hanging out with Alex and Haley, and we watched 2 movies, and they were bad.
Yeah.
They're just all bad. They're not, and actually it's even worse because sometimes they're not bad. Sometimes they're just so mediocre. They don't do anything interesting.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we had discussed when we were watching, I don't remember which ones we saw now. Do you remember them?
It was the night one with the KNIGHT night, the Christmas night.
Oh yeah, so we watched that one.
Yeah, and then Haley had one, and I can't remember what it was. Oh. Haley, what was the first one we watched?
I don't know if she remembers.
Because that was the one she picked.
What you got, Eddie?
Need a snack? Why not try Tiny Eddie's pumpkin spice and lavender duck swirls?
Duck swirls. Those Bits Peep Roop says otter facts. Did y'all know that otters mate for life? I did not know that. There's some animals that do. Most don't. Birds, some birds.
Yeah, some birds.
Some birds. Some birds do.
I don't like duck swirls though. Haley, yes, what movie did we watch that one day we watched 2 in a row?
Christmas Night and another one.
Yeah, it was a Christmas Night and then one other.
Spice and lavender duck swirls.
Christmas in Vermont, thank you. That was it.
Oh yeah, Christmas in Vermont.
It was the sweaters.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something with spice and lavender. Not like physically, like, I'm sorry, I've got some spice and lavender. I'm just trying to think that through. Also, duck swirls insinuates that it's a sweet treat with duck, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's... You know what would go good on this chicken? Cream cheese.
What if the duck made the pumpkin spice and lavender swirls? So you're telling me a duck
swirl... So you're telling me a duck swirled this pumpkin?
And Deal says, Steven, please watching good movies. Movies can be good. We almost watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, so that actually, we had a hard time. I haven't watched a movie in a bit, and we had a hard time picking a movie. You know, and part of that is that we're different people. Part of that really was that, you know, we've got some of the different services to watch a film.
Yeah.
And we use, there's a website called Just Watch, and you can type in a movie or a show and it'll tell you where you can watch it. And there was a few things we're like, oh, well, what about this? And it's like, oh, well, that's on Paramount. And I'm like, okay. And we're like, well, what about this? And I'm like, oh, well, that's on something I've never heard of. And I'm like, oh, okay. What about this one? Oh, well, this one's on this other thing. And I'm like, Jesus. Because, like, the truth is, you know, you can just pay like $2 or $3 or $3 or $4 and rent a movie, right? And I'm not opposed to that. And back in the day when we were doing, like movie night with Lindsay and Dan, that's often what I did. You know, if we were watching a film, I'd just be like, okay, this is like $3 or $4. We get to watch a movie, and that seems reasonable to me. But I was like, I'd rather just try and find something that we could stream, you know, because we were watching it here.
Yeah. And someone had asked, like, why didn't you watch Parasite? And, like, I know Parasite's on one of our streaming services we have, but, like, we have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, a Doodle sent us the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And that's another movie that I'm like, I want to see that. But that was at home.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, let's try and find something. So we went through, like, several different things before we found a movie that I was like, oh, okay, now we can watch this one. And it was the Matilda movie, which was actually Mouse's first pick.
Stockpile your sauna with Tiny Eddie's fun-sized Lagoon Barracuda brownies.
Stockpile your sauna.
Sauna.
That was bits from Item Crafting Live. With how similar they all are, a modified Tiny Yeti system would be good at making Hallmark Christmas movie descriptions. Not incorrect. Not incorrect. A angry office worker must visit Barbados by the break of Christmas. It's true. I mean, also, I'm pretty sure that there's like these studios have their own internal Tiny Yeti that they use to figure out what their next movie is going to be.
Yep.
Yeah, Lane says, I joked that they all said it. Oh, they absolutely do. Like, it's the most, and the thing is, there's so many more than you actually think there are. Because I went down a rabbit hole recently of like, you see them on maybe one of the streaming services. Well, guess what? All the streaming services have them. They have exclusive ones. There are so many of these things. And God help you should you be on like the Hallmark channel specifically, where like they're producing their own stuff. Then it's like an entire other world.
Yeah, because we were looking through a bunch of them and like...
There are so many.
It's like Christmas in location.
Yeah.
Because there was one that was like a town near Myrtle Beach, and it was like weird, and it was filmed nearby.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see that too.
Yeah.
At some point. Anyway, stockpile your sauna. No, I'm sorry. Stockpile your sauna. Sauna with Tiny Eddie's fun-sized Lagoon Barracuda brownies. That sounds kind of neat. There's barracudas living in a lagoon, and they are the first ingredient in these brownies. Oh, probably wouldn't be the first ingredient. I don't know much about brownies, admittedly, but like I'm assuming that the first ingredient is usually like
sugar,
flour, or sugar, or something. If it is a meat, it might be overpowering. A little bit. 500 bits from Adrian says, speaking of cold, Maine expecting sub-zero lows on Friday around -18 Fahrenheit or -27 Celsius. I am so ready to not go out.
I just saw a map of that weather coming for you guys, and my family in Maine sent photos of the snow you got last week, and it is wild. That's cold, man. There's just no part of me that that's just so cold. And like it had been a little warm. Here.
It started to get cold here again, which sucks.
Yeah, it's cold for us here.
Because it was a little warm, and now it looks like it won't be warm until the middle of next week. It's fine. We have a low of 21 on Saturday.
Cold. Like, is it
Great.
cold?
Great. Love that. Great. I love that a lot. That's so good. Wonderful. I was going to say something else about something. I don't remember what it was. It was definitely related briefly to the films. I don't know. Anyway, there's just a lot of movies.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of movies. Someone can run beans. I can't do it. Like, I literally can't do it. I'm not logged in to Twitch to be able to even do it.
Thank you, Chaz.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I wanted to talk a little bit about things that are coming up, because some things are coming up and some things are coming up quick.
Yeah.
The first thing I will say is that tomorrow is
Friday.
Friday is a continuation of Super Mario Galaxy 2, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And then also, people know that because we do that every single Friday, but I want to make sure people know that we are doing Tabletop Stream on Sunday.
Yes.
So if you want to tell your cellular smart device to remind you that on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern we are streaming, you may do so now. I'll give you a minute.
You may.
And we assume at this point you've done it.
Haley says, and then you will go to the airport to get us. Yes.
Not incorrect. Not incorrect. The timing of that works out pretty well.
Yeah.
The stream will be normal length. They normally go from, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we'll come back over here just to make sure Leica goes out one more time.
Yep.
And then we'll be getting you. Yeah. So that'll be fun. What was I gonna say? We're putting together a 3D puzzle. We have. I can't wait. We will have some members of Stooge House with us. I think we're gonna we're gonna have everybody.
We invited all 3 of them.
Well, they all have told us yes.
They have? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I hadn't heard it from one person.
Yeah, they've all told us yes. It's just, sometimes I know that 11 a.m. rolls around, and, some members of Stooge House keep bad hours all the time. I love them. I love them all. I love them so much. They're some of my best friends in the world. But, some of them, like, consistently, the idea of 11 a.m. is, like, so early. It's so early that, like, they really feel like the world is ending. And I'm like, I can't help you. Like, I do a morning show twice a week, and it's fine. If I had my way, I'd wake up at 6 a.m. every day. It's fine. Fossick says, it's okay, you can say Josh. I mean, it's Josh and Dan, and, like, they're allowed to live their lives however they want, and I'm sure that they probably, I relate very heavily to how I suspect they operate, which is
Because it's how you've been operating while I've been here.
Yeah, like, I work better at night, so I get it.
Yeah.
I can't do that for long stretches of time because it just, I do a sad, I can't do it forever. I can do it a little bit, and then it's like, now I'm sad.
Jonathan says, so everyone except Brandon got it.
Brandon's
up early.
Brandon's the opposite.
Yeah.
Brandon at 8 p.m. becomes a bobblehead. It's like 7:45 rolls around and Brandon's like, and we're like, you okay, bud? And he's like, yeah. There's been I'm just gonna call out everyone today. There's been times in the past where Brandon has been over with, like, the group, and like we'll be having a conversation, and
Same, Noah.
we'll be having a conversation. And I'll look over, and Brandon will, like, have definitely, like, fallen asleep, and I'm like, I always feel bad. I'm like, because his hours, the group's hours collectively are later than his. Because, like, even on, like, our normal schedule, we go to bed at midnight, So we're trying to, like, go to bed at midnight, wake up at, 8:30. And Brandon's normal schedule was, like, earlier than that. Like, go to bed just a little bit earlier than that. So I want everyone to be happy and healthy and get the sleep and the schedule that they need the most. So I hope that we have Josh and Dan on Sunday. We'll see. Anyway, the other thing I was going to talk about. Oh, Jesus. What was it?
Other things that are going on.
What was
Angie
it?
Binda said Brandon is in a different time zone. He does kind of live in Central Time Zone mentally.
Oh, I was going to say Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was going to mention. I could also talk about TRG Kahlo a little bit, but yeah, there will be a new Patreon video, Lord willing, today. Hopefully today. The February video, well, the January video should be out today. So patrons, be on the lookout for that. Probably today. Probably. Jacebook asks if there's any update on when the college schedule will be out. That's a great question. I cannot answer it because I don't know. The schedule is, well, I might be able to help a little bit. Like, it's, my suspicion is that it'll be out next, and like I'm just talking out my butt, but like I think I am.
You are, because I have no idea why you think this.
No, I mean I am talking out my butt, but like here's my perception on this.
Okay.
Is that it could be posted as early as next week.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because the schedule is not finalized, but it's like gonna be, you know, because what happened is we had our meeting and like suggested all this stuff, and then MC takes that and he morphs it into a special pastry, and then he's offered that pastry up and he's like, hey everyone, look at this pastry. I'm gonna bake this. How y'all feel about this pastry? So we're in that zone, right? Where everyone's getting a chance to look at the ball of dough that MC has kneaded before he bakes it into bread. So it could be as early as next week. We're gonna have another meeting real soon.
Do you know when that meeting is?
It's tomorrow.
I was making sure you knew when it was.
It's tomorrow. There's a meeting tomorrow where we're discussing, we'll be discussing various stuff. One of the things I'm sure will be like, can I bake this bread? And then the other thing is we'll be talking, actually the purpose of the meeting is bumpers, which
I really like my bumper.
that
I haven't filmed yet, but I have an idea.
I like that. So we'll be having to work on that soon. It's gonna be, I'm excited about the prospect of being able to work on bumpers under the notion of like, I don't have as much other stuff to do because I'm trying to finish up the old timeline and get rid of this albatross. So I'm really excited about that. The vlogs will be coming out today. So like I know it's been actually near as a hair 4 months since I released a 2018 vlog, but there will be a 2018 vlog coming out at 10:30. So yeah, very close. I got a 2018 vlog for today, I got a 2018 vlog for tomorrow, and then in addition to those, I'm also trying to release like current stuff. So just keep going through it. Yeah. Ice Snyder says, who has finished bumpers? Oh, nobody.
No one.
Nobody. It is too early for that. Yeah, I'm sure that some folks have some ideas. Mal has an idea.
Yeah.
Mal's really excited about her idea.
I like my idea.
What did I write down? I came up with something and I wrote it down and now I don't remember what it was. It's fine. Yeah, we'll be making some stuff. We're asking everyone to make a bumper ahead of time. And then we'll also try and produce a few at the event so we can have, you know, a collective element of them. Lamp 3. Oh, that was actually, that was the idea I wrote down. It wasn't lamp 3, but like, I wrote down something the other day because I had I was like, oh, that's a funny idea. So who knows if that inkling of a thought will lead anywhere, but it's possible. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the event. Actually, the other day when we did Disc Only, we spent quite a bit of time before Disc Only, the 5 of us, me, Tom, Jared, John, and Dan, just talking about how nice it was going to be to see each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's been years.
Because you've seen Tom and obviously Dan.
Yeah. So I'm sick of them, and I'm ready to get some John and Jared time. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to.
Get it.
I'm looking forward to the event and getting a chance to see everybody. It's gonna be nice.
Dog.
Oh dog. Oh dog.
You are so dog.
Oh dog. 510 bits from Anissa says, because you have to get updated info from Patreon, what is the realistically earliest you can release the first vlog of the month? Ooh, that's a great question, because folks may not know this. So, if you didn't know, the earliest I can release the first vlog of the month is actually a day later than I can release any other vlog.
So like the 3rd.
Oh my God. I had to put up like a guardrail. I was like, no. Oh, Lord. I felt my heart.
Stop throwing that.
Yeah, my heart actually did stop. I felt my heart stop. God. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm a little dizzy, probably because my heart went, oh! I'm going to have some water. I just, Leica's very excited about the treat and was like, the treat's over there, right across that laptop. Let me just get by you. Anyway, yeah. So let me put this in. Let me put it another way. February 1st's vlog will not be out today. That's the best way of putting that, right? January 31st will be out, but February 1st won't be out. And the reason is February 1st could not have possibly been done until today. I couldn't have even worked on it yesterday because I have to because the Patreon ticker goes in the first vlog of every month. Patreon ticker cannot be done until the second day of the month. So today is the day I can get my Patreon ticker, then I can put it into February 1st vlog, then it can come out. So you'll have February 1st vlog tomorrow. You'll probably have February 1st and 2nd, and then things will just stay caught up after that. Yeah. It's a process, but it's one of the things that, we've been doing this for a long time. We've been on Patreon for a long time, actually. Mm-hmm. I don't remember when, but I think it's like upwards of 7 years. I think we started in 2016, but it may have been earlier than that, actually. Maybe it was 2014. I don't know. It's been quite a while. Anyway, I'm gonna do a special. I know we already did our Patreon ticker. I'm gonna do a special shout out for patrons today. Thank you. Patreon is still, to this day, the absolute best way to support us, and that goes for any creator. I mean, if you're supporting someone on Patreon, that's the. I don't think there's a better way to directly support internet creators, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Patreon is absolutely, without a shadow of the doubt, like the way that we've been able to continue doing what we've done for as many years as we have. So thank you. Just want to make sure that's always real clear. Especially in those first few years that we were doing Patreon, like, oh, the channels probably would have just ended. Actually. Probably would have ended. It was 2014. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, Mal started hers in 2016 because you started it
6 months after I started doing Mal Makes.
Yeah, it was when you stopped doing teaching.
Yes.
You transitioned out of teaching and into Patreon, and that was extremely helpful then too. So, yeah, definitely in the like 2014 to 2017 zone, especially because there was also like the adpocalypse stuff was going on YouTube. Mm-hmm. YouTube was finding their way. Oh yeah, I feel very certain that we would have. I feel like that probably would have been the end for us had Patreon not been around. So thanks. Thanks. Really appreciate y'all. Especially we have folks that have been patrons for a long time. And I noticed that, and thank you. Really appreciate it. Okay, what's the other things I need to? I announced the stuff.
Yeah.
Announced the other stuff.
You announced vlogs coming out.
Announced the vlogs coming out. Is that it?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
No, I don't. There's a sale on Redbubble until the 7th-ish. Noah has the link for me. You get 20% off everything. You don't even need a code.
Boop. Sweet dog.
Where are you trying to go?
I just feel like we had something else to talk about, and it's gonna bother the crap out of me. We have a little time left in the stream, and I don't remember. Do you?
I have no idea. Does Chaz know? Does Leica have anything to talk about? She wants breakfast.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Nothing I can think of.
I mean, you have the floor.
I
Has there ever been anything
I just know
that
Leica wants to eat.
has? Oh, because she eats right now.
Yeah, that's what the alarm was.
Oh.
I can go feed her. Or I can wait a little bit.
I mean, you can feed her if you want.
Are you hungry? Let's go. Come on.
I was willing to give Mal the floor. I was like, shoot.
Good girl.
You can just come up with a topic, and if you've ever wanted to just talk at length about something on Breakfast Stream, you just have at
How
it.
excited she is.
Oh my God, the dog is jumping up and down like a bunny rabbit. Like all 4 legs coming off. That is a very happy dog. It's actually been really nice because Leica was pretty down on Sunday. Like just real skittish and real like,
She can you still hear me from there with the lav?
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear you.
She was real worried, and every time we went out, she was worried I was taking her somewhere.
Yeah. I'm assuming y'all can hear Mal just fine, so yeah. Yeah, it was nice to see how much because she really did. She changed a lot just on Monday. Like everything got better. So it was nice. That was really cool. It was just a situation where Leica needed a little time to adjust. I think she mostly really needed to know that she didn't have to go anywhere, you know, because she was getting all anxious, and then Alex and Haley left, and she was like, and then, you know, Mal was here for, you know, on Sunday, and she was like, what does this mean? But after a day of knowing that Mal was like staying here, it was like, oh, okay. I don't have to go to a kennel. This is great. So she enjoyed that. Such a long clown. 300 from Satsy. My niece was very unwell on her birthday, so she's doing it today instead. She loved my present, her first Lego set, and Frozen to boot, and there will be a call today. Love the little nibblings. Aw. Well, that's sweet. Also, Legos are just great for kids. Legos are great for adults too, but if you can be responsible for giving a kid their first Lego set, I think that's probably one of the best things that you can do for a kid. I remember when Justin's son Sam, I don't even remember how old he was. He was very young, but we gave him a Lego set, like one of the big, just generic parts, like be creative, build your own thing sets, and that was a lot of fun. I think that might have been his first Lego set. Maybe. I think so.
All right.
Hopefully.
Sit. Move it.
Any updates on making the stairs safer? Did we hear anything back, Mal?
No, we haven't heard anything back yet.
All right. We don't have any, we don't know anything quite yet, but
No, we don't.
at some point.
Last I heard, they
we'll
were
know
looking into it.
Oh, sorry. Peeperoo's got a little information about otters. Some otters are monogamous and mate for life, but most otter species are polyamorous. Little poly otters, or potters.
I did buy grippy socks.
Well, yeah, it's
I had
taking matters into your own
I had a
hands.
couple
but yeah.
grippy socks. Like I had 2 yoga socks, and we bought some more.
Since you're still welcome to just take the floor and talk for 10 minutes about any subject that you'd like. If not, I'm going to just take. We don't ever do like a bona fide I'll just take some questions now, but I will unless you want to talk about something.
Let's take questions.
You want to take a question?
Yeah, let's take questions.
We never really do a deliberate ask me a question. I mean, we answer questions throughout streams all the time, especially breakfast stream, but ask a question.
Mr. Raichu Dude says, art history. I'll take that as a question. Janet Fish.
What?
Janet Fish is an artist that I've been thinking a lot about lately. She's I think she does gouache oils. She's an oil painter? I thought she was not an oil painter. Anyway, she's amazing at light. Like, she does all of, like, this fruit and, like, glassware, like, carnivalware, and it's amazing. Foxy Grandpop says, tomato, fruit or vegetable? It depends. It is a fruit scientifically. It is a vegetable culinarily.
You got it right. It's a vegetable in my heart. Like, in my brain says tomato vegetable, but what Mal says is like actually true. Actually true. And he says, how are all your parents? And Carly and Kyle. Mal's the one who talks to Carly. I'm assuming she's doing well. I mean, Carly's
doing well.
I actually talk to Carly once a month.
Yeah.
Because she owes me money once a month. And I collect.
Carly's on our cell phone plan.
She's on our cell phone plan. But I'm assuming she's doing well?
Yeah. She's doing well. She had winter break, and now she's off winter break, and things are good.
Yeah. My parents are doing presumably pretty well. I'm going to be honest, and this is bad son time. I haven't talked to my parents in a bit. It's actually been a little bit. Here's the problem, right? The problem is we text. Mm-hmm. Because, it's 2023. So we text a lot. And then the other thing is that, my parents get to see us all the time.
Your dad's watching now.
Because I am constantly doing streams and constantly putting out videos. Like, my parents know everything that's going on. So what happens is that their Stephen meter fills up a little bit. It's not the exact same as talking to me, one-on-one, but like, I think that they kind of experience that sensation of like, oh, I'm getting to see our son. It's not how it works in reverse though, because like, I don't know what's going on with them, and my sense of time is so terribly skewed all the time that I'll be like, when was the last time I talked to them? And in my brain, I'll be like, it's been 3 or 4 days. And it's like, nope, been like 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh crap. So I talked to my mom last night, but again, like we're still talking like through text. It's just we're not talking like on phone or FaceTime or anything. And my mom sent me a message last night just out of the blue, and I didn't see it till after the movie. But I got a text, and it was so sweet. I don't even remember what it says. But it was just, because a lot of times mom will like find something online and send it to me, like, oh, look at this or whatever. This didn't say anything. She just sent me a message and it said, are you still up working? Just wanted you to know I love you, and sent me a heart. And I saw that after the movie, and it was too late at that point to like call. And I was like, I need to call my mom. Like, I need to call mom. It's been a while, and I get busy and I lose track of time. I was like, I need to call. So I told her this morning. I was like, hey, are you free this evening? I said, oh, we'll like do a FaceTime call or something. She's like, that would be great. And I was like, okay. So I'm gonna call her tonight and talk for a little bit. I try to make it clear to them, like, they can always call. And I know what they want. They want me to autonomously like remember on my own, be like, hey, let's talk. And I'm not always super good at that, unfortunately, because my sense of time is very, very skewed. It's the same reason why when I think, I'm like, I was like, that email that I got that email like maybe 3 days ago, and then I look and it's like, you got this email 4 months ago. And I'm like, oh, okay, that opportunity is gone, so I'm gonna delete that email. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Anyway. Still closing rings. Yep. That's been going good. I actually I got a perfect month award, which is fun because I didn't know that was a thing that exists. If you meet your move goal every day for a calendar month, at the end of the calendar month, they give you the little tiny graphic you can spin, and it says perfect month. And I was like, neat.
MCL Blue says, Mal, how are you doing since the fall? I'm really good. I had a headache like immediately after, but it was gone after that, and I haven't had one since.
Yeah.
Take that back. I had one last night. But it was normal. It wasn't anything weird.
You had a headache last night?
A little bit. And then I'm real bruised right here. Real bruised. Real bad. And that's turning funky colors, but it's okay. Otherwise, like, my head doesn't hurt anymore in the back. Like, it's not tender.
Yeah.
So if there was a bruise there, because I can't see with my hair, it's gone. And, like, my back is fine now. My nail is slowly regrowing.
I mean, I'm glad for all those things.
Is she on camera? She is a little bit.
I'm grateful for getting the heart monitor off because like even though they were like you can do all your exercises, it doesn't matter. Like the answer is no, you can't. You can't because you have a lanyard on with this thing,
wires,
and like you can't play DDR. The thing would just be like boom, boom, bouncing all over the place. So now that I have it gone, I'm kind of excited because I have the opportunity to do slightly more strenuous exercise again. So
I want to play DDR, but I'm here.
Yeah, you can't do that here.
I know.
It's too difficult.
I've had no problems closing my rings because I take Leica out all the time.
Yeah. I'm sure the Apple Watch is easier when you have a dog.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get outside. You got to do it.
Who's a cutie?
Oh, is it me?
It is.
Is it me?
Like
Am I the one? Am I the one?
Oh, and he said, next 1,000 lightweight cards win. I don't know. It's probably been a while since we did one.
Yeah.
We'll probably try and do. There will be one this year, I'm sure. I'm sure that will occur. What was it we just recorded?
Tabletop.
Oh yeah, I was like, we just recorded something unique that we've never done before.
It was fun.
Yeah, we recorded something wild. I'm very excited for it. It's one of those things that when you see the title and the thumbnail, you'll just be like, what is this?
Is that Saturday's video or no?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so. So yeah, it'll be great. It's not out yet, but I believe Dan scheduled it for this Saturday.
What's up? Did you hear something?
Dan is super far ahead, and I think there's been a few instances where like he's had things scheduled, and then we'll make a new Stephen and Friends, and he'll be like, oh, I want that to come out sooner. So then he'll schedule that sooner, and then push the other thing to another day. It is not a game show.
More Russian bingo? No, but weird like that was.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing. Chaz is the one that found it.
Yeah.
Chaz found it and he was like, "Hey, let's do this." And I'm glad we did. It's an interesting. It was an interesting experience, and I'm excited about it just because of the title and the thumbnail. I'm like that alone. I'm glad that this exists just for that. So. Chaz finding. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe. Sudabite gifted a sub to Hey Siri, call mom. Or my mom. My phone is asleep. My mom's at work, so I wouldn't be able to talk to her. And Peeperoo gifted a sub to Monique Lohend. Peeperoo, thank you. Peeperoo. Okay.
Do you want another question? And then wrap up?
Sure. Sure, I'll do another question or two. This is fun. We don't ever like deliberately ask for questions.
Yeah.
We answer them all the time. And like when people send in an alert, you can just ask a question and we'll just answer it. But it's fun to do it as more of a deliberate thing.
Where'd you go?
Where did she go?
Upstairs for a second.
Just to check.
Just to check.
Just to check, make sure upstairs is going good. Make sure things are going all right. I don't think we're gonna have an ostrich egg next month.
No, we didn't plan ahead.
There's no way to prepare one.
What do you mean?
For Coliseum.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, there is no way to prepare one.
An ostrich egg. So that will not work. That will not work. Unfortunately. Is there any chance of you taking Snaby to Coliseum? No. Snaby has nothing to do with Coliseum. Snaby is a byproduct of Extra Life, which is I keep those things real separate. Those are very different things. Do you guys want a dog now? No. I enjoy the fact that I have friends that have dogs.
Yes.
Because I like dogs, but I don't want to own a dog. I do not want to own a dog. It's nice to be over here.
I'm very happy being dog auntie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice to spend time because Like is a fantastic dog.
Yeah.
Really good dog.
Aren't ya?
But I don't want to own a dog as a result. Disc only is actually a weird. Disc only is a middle child. Disc only is I would say disc. I don't know if John would agree with this, but he's wrong. Disc only is like the
culmination of.
It bridges the gap between the two events.
The Venn diagram of the two events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think people would agree with that. Like disc only, the how that existed, right, was that John's community pushed for the Game Boy Player disc during Extra Life.
Yeah.
So that was how that was the original thing, and then that happened again, finally during Coliseum, successfully, and then disc only existed. So to me, it feels like, yeah, what Space Vixen says, disc only exists with both. So it kind of feels like the thing that bridges the gap. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing that bridges the gap, and I don't think so.
No.
Because the lamp has nothing to do with Extra Life.
No.
And I would not put the lamp in Extra Life.
Bizzard the Wizard.
Bizzard the Wizard is kind of both.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I that's more of, to me, that's more of a Colo thing. But I think we first showed that game
on Extra Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't Bizzard then.
Yeah. Yeah. There's inevitably there will be stuff that gets kind of connected, but
yeah.
In my heart, I try to keep the events pretty separate. And also, like, Coliseum is not my event, which is another thing. Like Extra Life, my event, my baby. And I'm grateful for all the help that we have with Extra Life, but I also know that like that falls like solely on our responsibility to make sure that it is good and fun and successful. Mm-hmm. And Coliseum is like, I am a cog of many cogs, so many cogs to make the event successful. It is not, I don't feel as much pressure at Coliseum because I'm like, you know, if something explodes, I'm just gonna walk out of the room and be like, someone will fix that. If something explodes at Extra Life, me and Chaz are swearing a lot. It's fine. All right, so we hit 10:30, which means that the 2018 vlog is out. So that's exciting. First 2018 vlog, it's been out in 4 months. So Chaz has got the link for you. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here so you can go watch it. It's weird going back in time, man. Seeing the old house, Sagan's there.
Yeah.
It'll feel weird. We have 17, I think, 17.
That sounds right.
Vlogs in the old timeline left, so you know, I'm going to work at it. Like I said, I got one coming out today. I got one coming out tomorrow. And I'm going to continue to try and post one a day as long as I can. Yeah, I'll do my best. Okay, let's just go with Juice Dome.
There's some grapefruit juice in the fridge.
Fluid. Active fluid dome. That's Chaz's fault. I didn't even do it. I didn't even do that. All right, y'all have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern
Galaxy
for Mario
2.
Galaxy 2. And then again Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern
3D puzzle.
for a 3D puzzle. I don't know if we've said it was a 3D puzzle. Maybe we have it. It's a 3D puzzle.
It's a 3D puzzle.
It's big.
It's brand new. It's sealed.
We bought a sealed one.
Yeah.
Because you can get them. They're not that hard to find. But at least we know we'll have all the pieces because it's still factory sealed. We're gonna unwrap it.
I have to sort out all the dot pieces
on stream.
Yeah.
Okay, we did say it was a 3D puzzle. Yeah, it's a 3D puzzle. But I don't know if we said it was sealed. Will we finish in one stream? No. There's no way. It is more pieces than the last one. All right, I'm done for real. Have a great Thursday. See you tomorrow night.